To most people, movie ratings seem like harmless little letters. PG, PG-13, R, or the forbidden NC-17. They look like simple labels, but behind each one is a billion-dollar game of influence, politics, and quiet negotiations. Because in Hollywood, a rating isn't just a warning, it's a business model, and the wrong rating can kill a movie before it even hits the screen. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the secret economy of movie ratings and why studios will do almost anything to avoid the dreaded NC-17. The rating system was never about protecting kids. The modern rating system was created in 1968 by the Motion Picture Association of America, the MPAA. Officially, it was designed to help parents make informed decisions. Unofficially, it was designed to protect Hollywood's profits. Back then, studios were terrified of government censorship, so they created their own private ratings board, a board that still operates in secrecy today. No public oversight, no transparency, just a handful of anonymous parent reviewers deciding the fate of multi-million-dollar films. The truth is, these so-called parent reviewers aren't experts. They're not child development specialists, psychologists, or even educators. They're regular parents chosen by the MPAA who operate behind a wall of total privacy. No one knows their names or their qualifications. In a nondescript building in Los Angeles, the reviewers sit in private screening rooms, their work sealed off from the public. They don't appear in press, and they don't reveal how they arrive at each ruling. Their identities stay concealed, a deliberate barrier between them and the industry their decisions can reshape. Studios can't meet them. Directors can't appeal to them. The public can't question them. Yet these anonymous parent reviewers have the power to demand cuts, censor scenes, or slap a film with a rating that can destroy its box office potential overnight. A tiny, invisible committee deciding the financial fate of an entire industry. And that's why PG-13 is Hollywood's golden ticket. PG-13 isn't just a rating. It's the sweet spot, the perfect balance between edgy enough for teens and safe enough for families. Studios know this, and they engineer movies around it because PG-13 films make more money than R-rated films. Not sometimes, not occasionally, consistently. More ticket buyers, more merch, more international reach, more brand deals. A PG-13 rating can add tens of millions to a film's box office. An R rating can take those millions away. So when a movie gets slapped with an R, if it's not a creative decision, it's a financial disaster. Now, film ratings aren't final. If a studio isn't comfortable with the given rating, they negotiate them. If the MPAA says a movie is too violent, too sexual, too intense, the studio cuts scenes, trims frames, removes sound effects, all to chase that PG-13. This process has a name inside Hollywood: ratings engineering. And it's not cheap. Every edit, reshoot, and resubmission costs money. Sometimes hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. But compared to the revenue difference between R and NC-17, it's worth it. NC-17, short for No Child Under 17, is the kiss of death as far as movie ratings go. Most theaters won't show NC-17 films. Most advertisers won't touch them. Streaming platforms bury them. And international markets reject them outright. An NC-17 rating can turn a $50 million movie into a $5 disaster. So studios fight it like their lives depend on it, because financially, they do. Not long ago, even R-rated films were seen as a step too far. It wasn't until its 42nd Academy Awards that an R-rated film took home the Best Picture award. And once that barrier broke, everything changed. Mature, adult-skewing stories quickly became regular contenders for the industry's highest honor. So much so, since 2006, only 3 PG-13 or lower movies have walked away with the same award: Coda, The Artist, and Green Book. However, the part Hollywood doesn't want you to know is that the MPAA, the group that decides ratings, is funded by the very same major studios they are supposed to be governing: Disney, Universal, Paramount, Sony, Netflix. The same companies whose movies they're rating. And while the MPAA insists the process is fair, independent filmmakers tell a different story. Violence gets a pass. The Hunger Games showed kids killing kids and still walked away with PG-13, but the independent Sundance film Blue Valentine was hit with an NC-17 for a consensual sex scene, a rating that nearly killed its distribution, and the rules shift depending on who's asking. Kevin Smith's Clerks was originally slapped with an NC-17 rating for its raunchy language and risky scenes, until Miramax stepped in with lawyers and suddenly the rating dropped to manageable R rating. Big studios get more leniency while indies get punished. Violence is treated differently than sexuality, and the rules shift depending on who's asking. Because at the end of the day, ratings aren't about morality, they're about the almighty dollar. And once you understand that, a lot of things suddenly make sense. Ever wonder why action movies have massive explosions but almost no blood? Why horror films cut away right before the kill? Why romance scenes fade to black? It's not artistic choice, it's rating strategy. Studios design movies to fit inside the PG-13 or R ratings, even when the story wants to go further. The result, a generation of films shaped not by creativity, but by a secretive board deciding what's acceptable. So the next time you see a rating at the start of a movie, remember this. It's not just a warning, it's a business decision. A tiny label with massive power, shaping what stories get told, how they're told, and who gets to tell them. Because in Hollywood, even the ratings are part of the hustle.